This summer, 48 countries, one trophy, and over 5 billion people watching. 5 billion. That's almost two-thirds of the entire planet stopping what they're doing to watch a football tournament. And if you have no idea why, you're about to find out. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what the FIFA World Cup is, how it works, why 2026 is different from every World Cup before it, and why even people who don't watch football at all end up completely hooked. Let's go. The FIFA World Cup is the biggest sporting event on Earth. Not the second biggest, not tied for first, the biggest. It beats the Super Bowl, it beats the Olympics. Nothing else comes close. It happens every 4 years, and the way it works is actually pretty simple. Every country on the planet, and there are over 200 of them, tries to qualify. They play matches against other countries in their region over the course of 2 or 3 years. Most of them don't make it. Only the best ones earn a spot in the tournament. That journey to qualify? Some countries have been trying for decades and still haven't made it. Once the qualified teams are in, they're split into groups. Think of it like a mini-league. 4 teams per group. Each team plays the other 3. The top 2 from each group move on. Everyone else goes home. Then it becomes knockout football. Win and you stay. Lose and you're done. No second chances. Now here's where 2026 gets interesting. Every World Cup before this one had 32 teams. 2026 has 48. That's 50% more countries than ever before, which means more storylines, more upsets, more first-time qualifiers walking onto a World Cup stage for the first time in their country's history. And for the first time ever, the World Cup is being hosted across 3 countries at once: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 16 cities. Stadiums in New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Miami, Vancouver, Mexico City. The final is at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, which holds over 82,000 people. America is hosting the World Cup for the first time since 1994. And back then, the US had basically zero football culture. They sold out every single game anyway, because the rest of the world showed up. So who actually plays in this thing? You've probably heard of some of the big names: Brazil, Germany, France, Argentina, the defending champions who won it in Qatar in 2022 behind Lionel Messi. But here's something most people don't realize. The country that wins the World Cup doesn't just win a trophy. They win something that's almost impossible to describe. National pride at a scale that stops entire cities. Streets empty because everyone's watching. People crying who don't even normally watch football. When Argentina won in 2022, 4 million people flooded the streets of Buenos Aires. 4 million in one city, spontaneously. That doesn't happen for anything else. Now let's talk about what actually happens during a match, because if you've never watched football before, it can look confusing. 2 teams, 11 players each. 1 ball, 2 goals. The team that scores more goals wins. That's it. Each match is 90 minutes, split into 2 45-minute halves. If it's a group stage game and the score is tied at 90 minutes, it stays a draw. Both teams get 1 point each and move on. But in the knockout rounds, ties get resolved. First comes extra time, 30 more minutes. If it's still tied after that, it goes to a penalty shootout. And penalty shootouts are absolutely brutal. 5 players from each team take turns shooting from 12 yards out. Just the goalkeeper and the shooter. 1-on-1. The crowd goes silent. And then either explodes or collapses. More World Cup dreams have ended in a penalty shootout than almost any other way. England fans know this better than anyone. Here's the one thing that makes the World Cup completely different from any other football competition. Club football, like the Premier League, La Liga, the Champions League, those competitions use players from all over the world playing for the same team. Messi and a guy from Morocco can play on the same club side. The World Cup is different. You play for where you're from. Only. So the best players in the world, who spend most of the year as teammates at their clubs, at the World Cup, they're enemies. That's what creates rivalries that last generations. Brazil versus Argentina, France versus Germany, USA versus everyone expecting them to lose. The 2026 World Cup runs from June through July. 64 matches total. And if you've never watched a World Cup before, this one, with it happening right here across North America, might be the easiest one to get into. Here's what to remember. 48 teams, 3 host countries, 1 trophy, and a 4-year wait that makes every single game feel like it actually matters. Football might not have been your sport before, but 5 billion people can't all be wrong.